morning, well, it's good morning when I'm watching this. Oh, and it will be when you guys are watching it too. But good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the From the Farmyard podcast, where we talk about all things from the farmyard. Today is more transplanting the tomatoes, which it's still planting. These guys are more than ready to be transplanted. Some of them are a little small, well, on the smaller end. I will also be having a video that'll be coming out on my channel. That'll probably be coming out before this. We'll leave it linked below. If you guys want to find it easier, of me actually planting tomato seeds in the ground. We have these that we planted together, but if you want to see me planting them in my raised beds and how I'm doing that, then of course I will show you guys. Okay, since we are transplanting these, I want to go over a few things. I did have a few die. They weren't doing well from the beginning, I don't think, and I don't think I watered them enough, which again is user error. It's not me. I don't like transplanting things anyways. This has opened my eyes to how it can be and how it varies when you're using a solo cup. So I will definitely be doing it again, maybe a little bit differently, and I'll film that, but it will not be this year. It might be this year if I'm growing them for family. But we have, let me go over the varieties we have. We have one yellow pear left, which I am going to be planting more. If I have the seeds for more, I know one of these, and I think it's the Midnight Snack, is the ones that I dropped all over the ground when we were on that video together. But we have the Midnight Snack with the yellow pear, Too Tasty, which is another purple variety. Too Tasty and Midnight Snack are both a purple variety. The yellow pear is a yellow variety. Better Boy, these guys are actually looking really well. I think they're starting to get some sun scald, I think this is what it is. But those leaves are going to be coming off anyways to make room for these. Or for when I transplant, because I'm going to plant them deeper. You guys will see all of this. Don't worry, it's coming. Better Boy, Better Boy, and then Roma. I didn't have luck with Roma that one year. I think we had like one good plant that we could actually, like one good fruit that we could eat. It was still good though. So I am excited to grow that. I did not grow them last year because I thought I was going to do two different things. But this year I'm going to fully commit to both of these beds being tomatoes, and I'm figuring out some other things with peppers and things going elsewhere. But also in these beds at the very end of the beds, because I am going to have room and I'm going to trim the bottom of these stalks. We're going to go over all of that with these plants that I have here, because these should be more developed than anything else, unless you are getting them from somewhere that's shipping them. But if you're starting them yourselves, more than likely yours are either a little bit bigger than these, and these are stunted, or a little bit smaller than these, so we should be ahead, and I'll upload the video right when I film it. Or we can try to get it done within that same period. It will be Tuesdays when we're uploading, like we said, with these types of videos. But let me go ahead and get these guys moved. I am planting marigolds at the end of my bed, and these marigolds are actually really special to me and my family. I have never personally seen them in bloom. My great-great-grandmother grew these marigolds and saved seeds from them for years. So I'm excited to see what she did. She was kind of a plant connoisseur. She crossed so many different things, like gourds. She had different gourds of shape. She had so many different gourds of shapes, sizes, everything else. And from what I've been told from my great grandmother and my grandma, my grandma and my mom. But I'm going to be excited to grow those. Those are going to be the only marigolds that I grow this year, because I want to save seeds from them, and I want to make sure that they are actually from the stock that she had. But let me go ahead and transplant these. I don't want this video going too long for you guys. Okay, I know you won't be able to see me, but I'm going to put one of the cups down here of the Better Boy, if I can find it. Yes. These guys are going to be planted on this back wall. I'm going to plant, I think it's going to be Better Boy and Romas on the back wall. I'm not entirely sure. I do have a reference sheet somewhere, but who needs a reference sheet, right? But what I'm going to do is dig down a little bit. Dig down probably, well, I just dug down this far, which is about half of my hand, and that should more than suffice for what we are doing here today. Okay, what I'm going to do is, there's 2 different plants. I'm going to go in between the 2 of them. I don't want to. You want to be really gentle with this because you don't want to snap. And this is why I don't like transplanting, because of this. Okay. This is going to have to do. You see, this is not the best. I'm pulling it apart. There aren't very many roots because a lot of the roots just broke off. This is fine. These roots they look healthy. But all of these little hairs that you can see on the stem, all of those can turn into roots, and that's the good part. But what we are going to do now is I'm going to pinch off. Oh, actually, I don't know if I should be pinching these off. I don't know. I think these were a determinate variety, which means that they only get to a certain size and only produce a certain amount of fruit. Indeterminate means that they will continue growing and producing, as long as you let them. But these guys are going, this is going to go in. I won't prune any more off, and I'll just dig it down to like right here, and that'll be fine. So that way it can put more roots, and the deeper you bury them, or the more times you transplant them to, like if you up pot them or whatever, you are letting the plant get more of a root system. This is not much of a root system at all, but it will be fine for what I'm doing. Let me go over here and plant this, and then I will show you guys up close this and the actual process. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to bury it about this far down. I did take off the 2 lower leaves. I did not explain that. I took off the 2 lower leaves so I could bury it farther down and get more of a root system, which is always what you want. So I'm going to put it down about here, push in the dirt around it, and then fill in more dirt. And I already pre-watered, so I don't have to water right now. Yes, they are going to struggle a bit because you are transplanting them. It's called transplant shock. When you are planting things out, you're taking them from one environment kind of to another, and they also need to let their roots grow and to actually like tap into that soil. So these will probably be struggling for like 3 days. I think that's all it really takes for them to start, or for them to bounce back. Everyone experiences this. This is why I also like direct sowing, so I don't have to move things. These guys should be fine. I'm doing them. We are going to have temperatures in the 70s and 40s at night. These guys have been out in, I think, 38 degrees, and it didn't really shock them, which I was kind of shocked by. But they are quite used to the temperatures outside, so that shouldn't be a big thing. It's just letting their root systems truly develop in the soil now. I would have transplanted them out sooner, but yesterday was like 80, and I was like, I do not want them having to deal with the heat. I'd rather do it when it's only going to be 70 for 3 days, and then that way that if there is any transplant shock, that they will be just fine. I will bury the leggier ones really high up, but I will show you guys that in a second as well. But let me show you how to do the last Better Boy, and let me actually show you this root system, which I think these roots are more developed than the last one. Not more developed, but there's more of them. Yeah, there are more roots on this guy. This guy is going to be transplanted, and I will show you how I do that up close right now. And I'm going to go probably about, I'd say about a foot actually apart. Dig down like this. You want a pretty big hole, and you don't want anything too big in there to obstruct root growth, but that'll be sufficient enough. And since this one's roots Oh, well, it's a little bit bigger, I guess. So we're gonna dig down even more and put him down there. And that means that these lower leaves are gonna be really close to soil. That's fine, I will trim them off later when the time arises. And you do want to push a little bit so it kind of compacts the soil, just a little. You do not want it compact too much. But you do this, and in a couple days, it'll be just fine. This is the Too Tasty variety. These guys aren't as leggy as maybe they could have been, which is a good thing, but they also don't look that healthy. Okay, so my marker's right here. And now you want to do the hole. You won't be able to see the hole very well, but it's there. These guys, you see how they have leaves towards the bottom? The root ball is right here. Focus. The root ball is down here, and these lower leaves. I'm going to pinch off these leaves, and then I'm going to stick it in the hole. I do want to bury this one a little bit deeper than the others because I believe this is an indeterminate, which I need to check again, but that's buried deeper. You want to push the soil down. That was bad. I'm sorry, my hand was in the way. Want to bury that sucker down, and yeah. Okay, thank you guys for watching today's planting episode. These guys are, I will give updates on these, and I will be posting on Instagram when this is actually happening, showing that they've gotten transplanted out, and then I will give an update when they start doing better. But the update will be on my account. No, it'll be on the From the Farmyard account because these are the ones that I started with you guys, obviously. But that is what I will be doing. So thank you guys for watching the From the Farmyard, I guess, planting or videos. We do have a playlist of these types of videos. We have been adding to them. We will be adding to them again more in the future. I mean, in the coming week. In the coming week, I think we already have 3 more videos going out about this. So, like I said, you will have more than enough information, I think, to be able to plant your garden successfully. And like we've always said, share pictures. We will be more than happy to help you if you have any questions also. But thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video, and have an amazing week, y'all.